Microsoft, without question, shot themselves in the foot with the launch of the Xbox One. They've been doing everything that they could in order to make up for that mistake ever since, and while they've gained a lot of goodwill, people are still asking the very simple question of just how serious is Microsoft in regards to dominating this next generation of gaming that's coming up? Well, a Megaton dropped this week, which answers precisely that. Let's talk about it. Now, while what I said at the top of this video was absolutely true, that Microsoft shot themselves in the foot at the beginning of this generation with the launch of the Xbox One, it's also worth acknowledging that ever since, they have come a very long way. They have gained a lot of goodwill from the gaming industry ever since. And it's not just because, it's because they've put a lot of hard work into changing their brand and marketing what it means for people. Ever since the beginning of this generation, they took away the ham-fisting of the Xbox Connect. They brought the prices of the consoles down, which is a good first step. Don Matrick was out of there. They brought in Phil Spencer, who's proven to be a really good person to be in front of the camera and in front of the microphone talking about Microsoft and planning things behind the scenes for the Xbox brand. They have this Play Anywhere incentive, so anytime you buy first-party titles from Microsoft, you can play them either on the PC or an Xbox console, which is awesome. There's Game Pass, which has tons of games that you can play for a very low subscription amount every month, which has been great for a number of people to get into games that they wouldn't be able to afford otherwise. And they have a substantial hand in backwards compatibility. Xbox 360 games being able to be played on the Xbox One and above, and with enhancements at that. They've really brought things around. Now, this next generation, as we talked about in the last video, they have a brilliant marketing scheme that they've been implementing with Xbox All Access. And when I heard about that a couple of weeks ago, I said, this is going to be a killer. This is going to bring a lot of people into the Microsoft family. Well, what is Xbox All Access? Just to recap real quick, $25 or $35 a month, depending on which console you want to buy, for 2 years. And there's no sort of money on top of that. You're not paying additional interest or anything. You get a console, you get access to Game Pass Ultimate, which, by the way, now has EA Play games that have folded into that as well, which is a fantastic deal in and of itself. And you get Xbox Live Gold. But the Megaton that dropped this week is even bigger than that. Microsoft is going to be buying ZeniMax Studios, the parent company that owns Bethesda and Obsidian Games. I'm sorry, I had to calm myself down there, but it is big news. It's huge news. Now, what I've been hearing most ever since the news of this came out was just, what does this mean for Bethesda's games in the future? Does that mean that they're going to all be exclusive to Microsoft, and if you don't have an Xbox One or play through the Xbox app on the PC, you're not going to be able to play Bethesda games anymore on a PS4? I just want to make clear what my opinion is. I obviously don't know anything. I don't know anybody behind the scenes. My opinion and my take is that this is probably not going to be too different from what we've seen with Minecraft. Minecraft is still available on everything. You can still play it on the PS4. As a matter of fact, Mojang are releasing Minecraft VR for the PS4. So that's a pretty big deal. It's available on Xbox, of course. It's still available as the Java edition and the Bedrock edition on the PC. You can still play it on the Nintendo Switch. You can still play it on tablets and cell phones. Microsoft have not changed that. And not only have they not changed that, but they have been updating that game substantially, biome by biome, as time has gone on. And they show no signs of slowing down with that. So I have no reason to believe that what this is a humongous power play by Microsoft to say, nobody else gets to play Bethesda games except for people who are on our platform. I don't think that's what their goal is in the future. Their goal is, simply put, to say, come on over to Game Pass. Come on over to the Xbox ecosystem, which is brilliant. It is a really smart business strategy. And if anybody had any doubt as to how serious Microsoft were to acquiring studios that benefit them as a first party, this is the move right here. They're serious. They're in it to win it. There's no question about it. Now, am I under any illusion that Microsoft is going to overtake Sony because of this? Absolutely not. Sony are always going to be the kings of the first-party game, I feel. But you know what? I'm really game to see what's going to happen this generation. Microsoft have me very intrigued, and I'm really excited because I feel like it's not just going to be a blowout and Microsoft just has to kind of go, "Aw," and kind of walk away as sort of the distant second. There's competition here. The heat is on. This is going to be an exciting generation, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, that's all I had for today. We'll be talking more about the next generation of gaming soon. Mike from Byte-Size Impressions. Make sure if you like the content that I'm posting on this channel that you follow, you click the little bell for notifications so that you can always know when there's new content available. Be sure to follow at bytesizeimp and all the other social stuff. I'll put in the link down below. See you next time.